Hello, Tesoro PE. This is Mr. Cardy. Welcome to my new home office, which also dubs as my playroom. This is my garage, my kids' playroom, and now my home office. So it's usually hectic in here during the day. So I got up nice and early this morning to fill you guys in on our next week of distance learning, what our assignments are, and to touch on some of our previous assignments and some questions I've gotten that I can hopefully give some answers to. So let me jump into present mode, and then I will jump into the classroom with you guys. All right. So this is my period one. It looks the same. All the periods look exactly the same. So I'll just use period one as an example. This video will be posted right here in my stream. It's not here yet because I'm obviously not done with it. So it'll be right here in the stream so you guys can check it out if you need. But let's jump into the classwork. And before I get into this week's assignment, I'm going to go back to our 2-week fitness journal. So our 2-week fitness journal, sorry, that's one of the questions. Our 2-week fitness journal, a lot of you guys did a lot of really good things, but some of us were having some issues and are still having some issues. If you're still having some issues, please reach out to me so I can resolve those for you. We can figure out how to get that turned in for you. You remember we had the printable one or we had the editable one, and a lot of you guys were not being able to save one and you're having issues with the other. I know you guys can figure it out. You guys are a lot more tech savvy than I am. You guys can figure out tons of things on your phone and computer. So I know you guys are going to be able to figure this out, but reach out to me. We'll figure it out together and we'll get a grade in for you. A lot of you guys finished that. It looks really good. I am going to update all these grades up in the school loop this week. So it might give you guys some motivation if you haven't turned that in when you see that 0 in there for those 90 points to get that done. Reach out to me. I'm here to help you guys, not to hurt you guys. So if you're having trouble, reach out to me on the assignment or email me, whatever you prefer. Okay, let's move up to this makeup assignment I posted last week. It says it's due May 1st. The makeup assignment is for any absences that occurred before we began distance learning. So when we were still in school, when we were still in on campus, before that March 13th where we were sent home, any of those assignments, or I'm sorry, any of those absences that happened during that time that you are unable to make up, because obviously we can't go to school and go to tutorial for you guys to make those up, you're going to fill out this Google Doc. So I'll jump into it. Typical tutorial period's about 30 minutes long. So 30 minutes of activity or exercise will give you a day, an absence day made up on school loop. So a lot of you guys, I put an E as your grade for any absences for excused, because we as teachers, we were trying to figure out what we're going to do to help you guys make up any work that was missed. So I'm looking at changing those E's to zeros now that we have this assignment here. If you have those zeros, that means you were absent before distance learning, and you can use this assignment to make up that absence. Run through it real quick. You get a maximum of 3 makeups. If you were absent more than that, reach out to me. I'll talk to you about it. But 3 makeups. Enter those makeups here, the date you did it, what you did, and it has to total 30 minutes. It can be 30 minutes of one thing, or you can split it up. Once you turn this back into me, I will go into school loop and I will make up your absences for you. I'll put in the points. Again, right now, a lot of you, it says E for excused, so it's not affecting your grade. I'm going to change that back to 0 now that we have this assignment. Okay, so this is your makeup fitness log and journal. All right, and now let's go back to the classroom and look at our new assignment for the week. It's our new fitness journal. We aren't going to 2 weeks. We're going to go to 1 week. So we only have to do 1 week fitness journal, and it's going to be lots more simple and easier than the previous 2-week one to navigate and enter everything in. So let's jump into it. It looks a lot like the makeup fitness journal and log with a couple of differences. So put your name in here. And the first thing you notice is it says log 180 minutes, 180 minutes of activity exercise a week. If you remember, for the 2-week fitness journal, it said 420 minutes. If that I were to divide that in half and split it up week by week, that equals 210. So we're not having you guys do 210 minutes. We're saving some time for you guys to fill out your journals. So we dropped that 210 per week to 180 per week. Give you guys a little bit less to do. I know some of you guys in your other classrooms, you guys got a lot of work, so that should help out a little bit. 180 minutes per week of activity or exercise for full credit. I did a sample day in here. This day is not going to count for your 180 minutes, so make sure you don't count those. That's just an example. But you can split up the days just like you did in your 2-week fitness journal. Whatever you want to do, as long as it equals 180 minutes for the week. You can do one thing a day. You can do multiple things a day. You can do every other day, whatever you want. Just again, 180 days a week. And then when you enter the date. When you enter activity, don't just enter 10 minutes. Enter the activity you did and how many minutes you did. Some of you guys on the 2-week journal, you just entered the minutes, just the time. Please enter the activity as well. Okay, I did a Tabata for 30 minutes. Write Tabata, 30 minutes. And then add up that day and put in total minutes for that day. When I come in here, I'm going to look, after the example, how many minutes you logged. Did you log 180? Great, you got your credit. I'm also going to look for the activity. If you have no activities there, I'm going to write you back. I'm not going to grade it. I'm going to write you back and say, enter your activities, because I want to see your activities. If it's I went to the store with my mom, that's not an activity that you're logging here. If it's I washed the car, that's not an activity you're logging here. Make it something physical. I went out for a run. I did yoga on YouTube. I did a Tabata. I went for a walk with my dogs. That's better. Okay, so activity plus minutes. And then you're going to enter your 3 journals. Okay, your 3 journals must include the activity you did, what your heart rate was after the activity. Remember, find your pulse, count the beats for 15 seconds, multiply that number by 4. Excuse me. Then why you chose that activity and any resources you use for the activity. And finally, if you would do the activity again, what would you change about it, if anything? Okay, so those all those have to be entered into your paragraph for each journal to get credit. And then the last page, if you would like, it's not mandatory, optional only. If you use any YouTube videos or websites as resources for your exercises, copy and paste the URL there. I like to look at those and see what you guys are doing, because sometimes I like to do what you guys are doing. Sometimes I'm going to post it on the stream for everybody to see, because you guys can sometimes find better stuff than I can. So that's your new fitness log. Again, much simpler, much cleaner. It's not that big, bulky 20-page packet anymore. It's just a couple pages. So I think it's going to be helpful for everybody, including me, in terms of getting it done. Okay, so let's jump back into the classroom. That's your assignment for the week. Notice it's due on Friday, April 17th. We're not giving you guys through the weekend anymore. But if you're having issues, you can always email me, reach out to me. But it is due Friday, this Friday, okay? The stream, I am going to be posting this video on the stream when I'm done with it, so you can find it there. Other than that, any other questions you guys have, reach out to me on the stream, comment under this video on the stream. You can always email me if it's something a little bit more personal you don't want somebody else to see, and I can help hopefully get an answer for you. Other than that, I will check in with you guys next week. I'll post another video, maybe give us some more resources for next week, and we will go from there. I know the district has a meeting on Wednesday, and we'll have a little bit better understanding what the rest of the year looks like. So, maybe next week it looks a little bit different, and I'll update you guys on everything. Other than that, have a great week. The weather's supposed to be a lot better, so get out there. There's a lot of good trails out in Las Flores, Ladera, and Santa Margarita that I've been hitting. Seeing a couple of you guys out there actually on your mountain bikes and everything, which is awesome. But get out there, especially this time has especially shown how important physical education is in terms of keeping your body and immune system healthy and staying physically active. Makes your body a lot better at battling a lot of things out there, including this virus that is currently affecting everybody. So stay active, get out there, take your mind off of your computer, your other assignments for a little bit, and get out there and get some exercise in. It is good for you, and it can clear your mind and make you feel a little bit better. Other than that, I will check in with you guys next week. See ya.